Hi, welcome. This is Kundalini Yoga, and my name is Akasha Kirti. And I'm a little bit farther away from the camera than normal today because we'll be doing a few standing poses. Normally, Kundalini is mostly seated poses. And Kundalini Yoga is this powerful yoga that helps us really connect with the truest part of who we are. What we'll do today is we'll tune in with a couple of mantras that help us start to connect with the highest parts of who we are. Then we'll do a series of exercises, and there's a little bit of a relaxation built into the exercises. Then we'll do a meditation, and today I think we'll do the gong at the very end. So there will be a little bit of a gong bath there. So let's go ahead and find a nice, tall, comfortable seat. Rub your hands together and place your hands at your heart. Really press your heart into your hands so that you're lifting through your sternum. Bring your elbows to the back, let your eyes close. Find just a really gentle root lock here, pulling up through your pelvic floor. And then just begin to notice your breath. So the world right now is in a total whirlwind. And it is so important that every day you find yourself. It doesn't take long, just a few breaths. Just start to feel yourself settle down on the ground and notice your breathing. And notice your body and notice the way that it feels. Just welcome yourself here in this moment and know that you are in exactly the right place at the right time, that all is well. We'll tune in now. The mantra is Ong, O-N-G, Namo, Gurudev, Namo. It means I bow to my inner wisdom. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Agare Name, Jugagare Name, Satgare Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Agare Name, Jugagare Name, Satgare Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Agare Name, Jugagare Name, Satgare Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Inhale and hold your breath softly and sweetly. Exhale. Release your hands. Maybe your eyes stay closed for a moment as I talk to you about the theme for tonight. Pausing though for just a moment to notice how you feel after just a couple of breaths and a couple of short mantras. Okay. The theme for today is about removing blocks. And we will be removing blocks on a couple of different levels. First, we'll do a kriya, or set of exercises designed to help remove blocks from our physical body. help loosen up the actual body itself as well as the energetic body to start to move the energy in your system. And then we'll do a meditation that's slightly longer than our normal meditations, and this meditation is called Breaking the Mask. What this meditation does is it helps us remove the blocks to all of this unconscious information, all of these maybe difficult things to access, emotions and all of this stuff that's hard for us to look at, hard for us to face. And it helps us in this really gentle, beautiful way to let all of that come up so that we can look at it. So one of the things that we know about this time frame that we have entered into is that there will be no more secrets. And we see this play out in so many ways, right? All of these oppressed groups are stepping forward more and more strongly and saying, this is my story, hear me, see me. And what we know is that everything that is in darkness will move into the light. And that includes even this particular kind of yoga that its own shadow is being exposed, right, into the light. And it also includes your own self. Even the things within you will no longer be able to be hidden in the dark. They will be brought to the light to be looked at and confronted and healed. So the time is now. All of this pressure that you feel from everything happening around you is pushing you, propelling you toward this new way of being and living and doing. So instead of resisting it, move with it. Let it transform you. Let it shake you. Let it wake you up. And let it help you move anything that you have not been ready to examine yet or deal with. Let it move it out. Okay. Establishing for just a moment your intention for the practice. Maybe based on something that I said or something that is present for you right now in your life. Feel that intention resonate in your heart. Okay, we're going to begin our practice now. The first pose is sitting in easy pose, so legs are just crossed if that works for you and your body. All of these need to work for you and your body. Your arms will come up to the sky. Not sure if you can hear me with my microphone pushed there. And you'll move your arms in clockwise circles above your head quickly. So this is going to help open up your shoulders and remove any blocks in your shoulders here, in your shoulder girdle. So go ahead. I'm going to get the timer ready. You're moving to your right. So moving clockwise. One moment here, I'm just grabbing my timer. So in Kundalini, we do everything with timing, almost everything with timing. Okay, go ahead and begin. Keep going. So you can close your eyes here. Really notice the sensation in your arms and your shoulders. Notice how it feels and be present with how it feels. Breathe. Let the breath really move through you. So many of us right now are kind of holding our breath, right? Waiting for the next shoe to drop because they just keep dropping. So you need to move your lungs. You need to move your belly with the breath. Let the breath come in. Keep going. You've only got a minute left. We're doing everything for half the amount of time the original Kriya was written for, so that we have time for our longer meditation today. So just a little bit longer. Put in your full effort. If you ever do need to rest, keep imagining that you're doing the posture and keep the breath moving. Keep going. Twenty more seconds. Inhale, arms up. Squeeze your root lock. Exhale, release your arms. Observe the way you feel. Let all that tension just drain out of your shoulder blades. Now, staying in easy pose. Arms come up overhead and then bend all the way forward. Forehead comes to the ground. If you would like to bring the ground closer to you, you can place a block or pillow or anything there to help your forehead be able to touch the ground, because that helps to activate your pituitary gland. Okay. Up and down. Ready and begin. Feel a nice stretch through your hips as you do this. Keep going. When you get this gland activated, it's going to help regulate all of your hormones. It's going to help wake up that third eye, your intuition. And you're also helping to break down deposits or sticky spots for energy or physically in the arms, in the spine, and in the hips. Got less than a minute here. You can inhale Sat, exhale Nam, a mental mantra meaning I am truth. And have that mental mantra, say it in your mind like you mean it, like you know it, even if you're not sure. Because I know it, I know that you are truth. That the essence of who you are is infinite and powerful. Inhale, arms up, squeeze root lock, pull the energy up the spine. Exhale, release. Observe. Okay, this next one is a little bit strange. What's new in Kundalini, right? So you're going to stand up, bend from your waist, and your hands are theoretically going to be on the ground. So that's not accessible always. So you can always put something here again to bring the ground a little bit closer to you. And then you're going to jump on all fours, powering the movement with your navel. So feel like your navel is pulling you up as you jump up and down. So I'm going to get us, we're only here for a minute. I'll get us started with our timer. Okay, go ahead and begin. Powerful movement with the navel. Pull up through the navel. Really activate your navel. Your navel point, we know from Kundalini, is critical in the awakening process. And awakening, we just mean knowing who you are, remembering who you are. The navel is where all of these different energies come together. They combine and mix together to awaken this energy in you. So pull it up and really feel all of this lymphatic fluid, everything moving. 15 more seconds. Inhale, squeeze root lock, suspend the breath. Exhale, and just stay here for a moment in a spot that feels comfortable to rest for a couple of breaths. Catch your breath. Okay. Your body is the vehicle to help you explore and to help you remember who you are. This precious, beautiful body, be grateful for it, no matter how it feels in this moment. Okay, now, standing, coming all the way to the ground, and then standing up and stretching back. Okay, that's our next pose. Go ahead and begin. We're not here for very long. Feel a nice full extension of the spine. Lengthen and then bend. One more. And when you finish that one, just come to standing. Inhale, exhale, and observe. Okay, now, hands at the hips. This is another one where you get to feel like, is this yoga or dancing or what is this? You get to feel like you're one of those, what are they called? The Irish line dancer troupe. Okay, so hands are on hips. You're going to cross your legs, uncross your legs. Cross your legs, uncross your legs. Just alternating which leg goes in front. You're going to do this quickly, okay? So really get your blood flowing here. And we're only going to be here for a minute. So ready and begin. If it gets to be too much for you, you can slow the motion down or imagine yourself doing the motion. Okay. You're at about just over 30 more seconds here. Keep going. This is really good too for moving like lymphatic fluid, right? A lot of times people that do a lot of yoga only do yoga. And what we know even from the yogis is that we need aerobic exercise. We really need that to feel healthy and happy. Okay. Okay, pause for a second here. Take a couple of deep breaths, catch your breath. Now, we're going to do the same thing, except also crossing our arms overhead. So we're crossing legs, crossing arms. Okay, ready and begin. Again, just 1 minute here. When we're doing this, we're also helping to activate and balance both the right and the left hemispheres of the brain. 30 more seconds. Keep up, keep up. Inhale, hold, exhale, release, pause, observe, feel your heartbeat, feel the heat in your body, feel the flow of energy. When you're feeling stuck and you need to get out of it, you can't seem to unstick yourself, a really good rule of thumb is to just move your body in a different way, right? Unstick the energy with movement. Come to a seated position, back in easy pose. Okay, placing your hands into fists. Those fists come in front of your heart. Forearms are parallel to the ground. Then you're going to lift up through your rib cage. So feel yourself lifting up here. Hunch your shoulders up towards your ears. And then you'll rotate your shoulders forward, alternating which shoulder. Okay, so arms up, rib cage up, shoulders up, and moving the arms, moving the shoulders forward. Keep lifting through the rib cage. Okay, stop. Inhale. Suspend the breath, squeeze root lock. Pull the energy up. Exhale, release, relax for a moment. Let your belly go. Let it just be so free and open and full. You don't need to hold anything. There's nothing to hold in this moment except just the fullness of who you are. Okay, moving now into stretch pose. So you'll come onto your back. Legs will be lifted 6 inches off the ground. Head comes up about 6 inches off the ground. Arms will extend over the tops of the thighs. Okay, and a lot of times we do breath of fire here. There's no specified breath. If you feel like doing breath of fire, you can, or just do regular breathing, long, deep breathing. And we're here for just under a minute. So see if you can challenge yourself to try and stay up the whole time. If you do need to, put your hands under your back to take pressure off the low back, or bending the knees. So you're trying to make sure that the low back is pressed into the mat. Okay, begin. Really engage your core. Press the low back into the mat. You're doing great. You have 25 seconds. Oh, actually less, 15 seconds left. Good job. Inhale. Suspend the breath. Exhale, slowly lower yourself down to the ground. Close your eyes. Feel the fire. Okay. Now rolling on the spine. So bringing your knees into your chest, holding on to the fronts of your shin. And we're just going to roll, curl the spine, and roll on that spine. Go ahead and begin. So this is helping to move energy, all the energy that we're building up, especially in that stretch pose. Now we're distributing the energy throughout our system to help clear those blocks. Okay, now keep rolling, but move your legs into either easy pose or into lotus pose to roll. Okay, coming back to easy. Taking a deep breath. Exhale. Notice how you feel. And there is an actual physiological change that happens here. When you've been doing this a while, you can actually feel the energy in your spine. So for now, feel that, or imagine you can feel energy traveling freely all the way up the length of your spine. Okay. Now, coming back to standing, we're going to move back into this position with all fours on the ground. So you may want to put your block back there. This time we're just stretching, okay? So go ahead and begin. We're just going to stretch through your hips, stretch through your toes, stretch through your arms and your fingers and your sides and your back and your head. Just stretch your whole body. It can feel like a dance. Play with pressing your hands into the ground or the block. Play with pressing your feet into the ground. Maybe shaking your head yes and no. Play with curling your spine. Move every single muscle. Every muscle. Inhale and exhale, release. Come seated. Maybe pause here for a moment. And then come lying on your back. I'll turn this way so I can see my timer. For this one, you'll bring one knee into the chest while the other one is extended long, parallel to the ground. Head is down here, just alternating as you come in and out. Go ahead and begin. Are you still connected with your powerful breath?
Sat Nam, Sat Nam.
Inhale and exhale and lower your legs. Now placing your arms all the way out to the sides of your body in a T. As you inhale, bring the arms in as if you're going to clap, but don't let the hands touch. And then exhale, bring them back out. So we're opening and removing blocks through the chest. Okay. Go ahead and begin.
Sat Nam.
Inhale, hold, exhale, release. Now here's the little built-in rest into the Kriya itself. So just stay lying on your back, turn your palms up toward the ceiling, let your eyes close, and completely relax here. We'll be here for several minutes. As you lie here, imagine projecting through your brow. So maybe your eyes gently come up and in toward the space between your eyebrows. And just imagine light and energy shining out of your brow, out of your third eye. The body itself deeply relaxing. Just surrender to the ground. Nice and soft, easy. Feel as if this projection from your brow is shining a light, right? It's shining a light on blocks and it's clearing them. Your mere presence, your attention, your focus will clear anything that needs to be cleared. You are powerful. Imagine you're turning up the intensity dial of this projection from your brow. Project a little more strongly. Softness with the breath, softness with the body. You might even find yourself spontaneously sighing, right? Just letting everything release. Feel as if that projection from your brow is traveling all the way out into the ethers, out into space. Keep projecting through your brow, and now we're going to do a little chant with it as you lie here. Sat Nam Wahe Guru. I am truth, celebrating that you are truth. Satanam, Satanam, Waheguru, Waheguru, 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 Satanam, Satanam, Waheguru, Waheguru. Inhale. Exhale. Wiggle fingers and toes, kind of wake up the body, a little bit of stretching. And then rolling on the spine, coming up. We'll end this Kriya with tree pose. So coming back to the standing position one more time. And it doesn't specify which leg, so you get to choose which leg you want to start with. Find a nice firm foundation. Let the other leg come wherever you like, except on the knee. Then you can bring your hands into prayer pose, or you can extend them overhead. Bring your hands down, bring your leg down. And now the opposite leg, this one is for less time. Whoops. Feel the grounding sensation. Feel connected to the earth. Hands come back to the chest, leg comes down. Bring yourself into mountain pose here, a couple deep breaths. Notice. Okay. Now we're going to move into our meditation since we're doing it the gong at the end today. So go ahead and come back down to a seated position, into easy pose. Find a way to elevate your hips a bit perhaps to make the meditation a little easier to stay in. This one is called, as I said at the beginning, Breaking the Mask Meditation. Excuse me. So, to one extent or another, we all walk around with some sort of a mask, right? And we all have things that are really difficult for us to face in ourselves, difficult emotions. So what this does is it brings up unresolved issues and these pieces of ourselves that are unconscious. We want these to come up because when they stay hidden, then they're running the show, right? We're operating with them in existence without really understanding what's making us operate in that way. So this helps to resolve those things, bring them to light so that they can be resolved and faced. And it takes courage to face things in ourselves, doesn't it? So be courageous. Okay. For this one, you'll put your hands in lotus mudra. That means your pinkies and the sides of your hands touch, the sides of your thumbs touch, and the fingers are open like a flower. You'll hold this mudra in front of your chest. Your eyes will be 9/10 open, so they're just barely open a little bit, maybe looking down at the tip of the nose. It's really important that you're seated nice and tall here. So lift up through your sternum. Head is not lifted up, nor is it down, but you're looking straight ahead and you're bringing your chin in for a slight neck lock. This will help regulate the flow of energy the best. This has 3 parts to the meditation. The first part, there's going to be a chant, okay? And the chant, I'm just getting my thing ready here, is Har-Ji, H-A-R, but the tongue flicks up on the R. Har-Ji, Har, 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 Har-Ji. Okay, so that's the mental mantra. So it'll begin as a mental mantra and then we'll move to chanting aloud. So for this first part, you're listening, you'll inhale while you're doing the mental mantra and hold the breath for 15 seconds. You're inhaling 1/3 of the way, holding 15 seconds. Then inhale, so you're full 2/3 of the way, hold for 15 seconds. Then you inhale till you're all the way full, hold for 15 seconds, exhale and repeat. Okay, so I'll get you going on this so that you feel comfortable with it. And then we'll move to chanting, and then at the end we'll move back into the breath pattern. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to let you know what 15 seconds is, and know that that's going to feel too long for you. That's a very real possibility. So if you need to work up to 15 seconds, or maybe you count to 15 seconds faster, that's okay. All right. So here we go. Inhale 1/3 of the way. Hold. Ten, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Inhale. 2/3 of the way. Hold. Inhale, hold. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Exhale. Okay, keep going. Inhale 1/3, hold. Inhale 2/3, hold. Inhale all the way, hold. Then exhale. Eyes are open 1/10. Mental mantra, Haraji, Hara 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 Haraji. "15 seconds is about 4.5 repetitions of the mantra. Hara 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 Haraji, Haraji 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 Hara 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 Haraji." Keep going. Maintain the position and begin chanting aloud. Haraji, hara 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 haraji. 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 Now move back into mental mantra, holding the breath. Inhale 15 seconds, hold, inhale, hold, inhale, hold. We're just here for a couple more minutes. Inhale. Exhale. Release the hands into the lap. Let go of who you think you are and allow yourself to be who you really are. Go ahead and come lying down onto your back for a short shavasana with the gong. Maybe covering the belly, letting the hands turn up toward the ceiling, eyes closed. Really allowing anything that was stirred to move. Let your breath deepen. Begin to move your fingers and toes. Circle your hands on your wrists, your feet on your ankles in both directions. Inhale as you stretch the arms up and overhead on the ground, stretching your toes, pointing them, lengthening through the spine. And then exhaling, opening up the arms to the side in a T and cat, stretching from side to side. Grasp the front of your shins and rock and roll on your spine at least 3 times before coming to a seated position. Find a nice tall seat with your hands in prayer pose at your heart, your eyes closed. Feel into this space that you created. Or rather, the space that you remembered. Feel a remembrance with your whole body of who you are. Let your cells hum with the knowledge of who you are. And as you sing this closing song, sing it with that knowledge of who you are, with the truth of who you are, out into the world. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. 3 long Sat, short Nam. Sat Nam. Declare who you are. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. May you fearlessly remove all blocks, seen and unseen, from your path to remembering who you are. And as you step into that courage and into that clarity, help uplift all of those around you and the world. Sat Nam.